another race. I'm Racing League Hub YouTube. Yeah. I'm like filling in for someone, so if I'm a crap commentator, just don't worry about it. Just watch the race, I guess. Jesus. Right, I guess we gotta wait to see who will be the first person out on track to do. Some movement coming from the Renault. It was McLaren. Never mind. Let's see him on the outlap. Warming up his tyres. Oh, so is Optic on. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. I'm just going to say Optic. Yeah. Apparently that is going to be some rain at the second stint of the race, which should be interesting. See a lot of action. See who performs better in the wets, I guess. Just gonna ride along with this McLaren for a bit, see him on his first lap. See him here, bloody warming up his tyres again. Let's see where everyone else is. Everyone else is doing a fix. People actually, Jesus Christ. Here comes Prince Killer, coming up to start his first lap. Or first time lap, should I say. See its time at the top right of the screen. It's got super soft tyres on, I believe. It's a bit dumb. Quickly flip over to is he coming to the end of a lap, or is he starting another one? He's starting another one. We'll stay in Prince. Got a 29 sector 1? Or is it? No, sector 2. Comes flying around that corner, Jesus. Now coming up to this chicane, and hopefully will fit in a competitive time, which will be a 1:42. A lot faster than what I can do. Let's go on to now getting the lap. 1:44, which is 2 seconds slower than Prince. And where he lost out on 2 seconds. Downstairs on like that. we see Scuderia sub 27 coming up to the final chicane, where we just saw Prince come out of. He's gonna go around the final corner and put in, I think, will be a very competitive time, considering Prince was a 1 minute 42. Scuderia Seb was a 1 minute 41.9, putting him at the top of the time right now. Let's go see if anyone else is coming up to the final corner. Don't think they are. Let's check that. Crazy Trumpet is singing out that, I believe. Or he just let Bucket through because he is just faster. Not too sure there. A lot of wall spin coming up. Ooh, Bucket did lose a bit of time there because he did run out of DRS coming out of the final chicane. Hopefully that doesn't alter anything too much. Woostravert putting in a 1 minute 44.1. Getting in 5th on the leaderboard right now. Let's see what Spaghetti and Chips is doing. We'll stick around for some action around here. We haven't really seen this part of the racetrack much. Just been looking at people at the final chicane. He is absolutely taking that wide. Jesus. Picked up a bit of dust there as well. Oh, I like this camera. Jesus. Absolutely flying around that corner as well. 7th gear. Absolutely maxing the gears out round here. Trying to get as much speed as you can. Up to the final chicane. Dropping gears very fast. I think it will be. Oh, he went into the pits. Crazy Trumpet now coming around that corner, but we just saw Spag come round. Up to the final chicane. He's going into the pits as well. Samster is now putting in a time lock, I believe. No, he's not. Maybe that hasn't been validated lock, maybe. Yes. Everyone seems to be running out of ERS as they come out of that final chicane as well. Just turning everything down a bit because on the stream I can't really hear myself on it. Scuderia Seb is still first on the leaderboard. Prince is second with a 1 minute 42.6. Almost, yeah, there is a 1 second gap between second and third, which is quite interesting. I wonder if someone can sneak in between them and split those two up. Yeah, now I can hear myself on the stream. Not much really going on. A lot of people now on the outlaps, but Bruno is still in the pits, hasn't put in a time. Nikon is out of the pits. I'm not sure whether he is setting a timed lap, but I'm quite new to spectating and all that, so I don't really know. Right now, everything's a bit slow. Guess everyone's just checking their setups and everything. Now coming around that corner. See, Nika has a lot more ERS than everyone else who we've been spectating. They have been running out of ERS about here. Don't know whether he hasn't got the highest ERS thing up, but there we go. Nika has split Prinz and Offic. But there still is like a 7/10 gap right there. And then there's like a 7/10 gap between first and second, which is very interesting. Guess Nika's just going on a slow lap right here, just to cool himself down. Alright, now if we just take a look at Scuderia Seb, now coming around the first corner of the track. Don't think he's really been doing much since he's put in his best lap, which was like his first or second lap, what he did. He's just kept up there, just opens the RS up. We'll keep on him for a lap, see if he can improve anything. So not 1 minute, 29.2 seconds, I believe. Yeah, it's the best. Yeah. Yeah, there are all the gaps in the on the laps. Right. There's a 1 minute 1 second point 2 behind of Prinz Nicholas. Where is that? No, that's the leader, my bad. But yeah, that's the leader. So people do have decent pacer. I'm not trying to say that they don't, but they definitely do. I can tell you I can't really do that speed because I'm a bit crap at this, but we'll just spectate Scuderia Seb for a second. 5 minutes left of the qualifying. Scuderia Seb is now coming round the chicane. See if he goes into the pits or not. Don't reckon he will. No, he's going to stay out. He's going to absolutely blast up here. See if he can. 1 minute 9. No, I believe that is the same. Right, let's go spectate someone else who hasn't spectated yet. Hairy Blues. Now coming round to complete a lap, which will keep him where he was, because he did add 7 seconds onto his last lap, which is insane because he must have spun out somewhere or let someone go, or that just wasn't his fast lap. But yeah, we'll just spectate him because we haven't seen this part of the track that much today. Just been looking at the end of the lap, seeing whether anyone's improved. Right off onto the curb, trying to get them as much as he can out of the racetrack. He's currently 7th with a 1 minute 43.8 seconds lap. Right here you really have to use up as much of the track as possible to keep your speed, like he is. Just take it over to one side of the track and then just thrash it into the other. Most of this track you actually have to do that because there's a lot of corners just leading onto other corners, like the final chicane. Oh, something's happened at sector 1 and 2. I'm not sure whether that was involving the McLaren because he is going a bit slow. Sorry that I missed that, guys. Right, let's go back onto Hairy Blues. He's now coming around to finish his lap. He's already lost out on all of his ERS to use this lap. And he improved to make it 3rd with a 1 minute 43.1, which is an insane lap. Sector 2 again. Don't know whether that was Crazy Crumpet, but we'll keep on Sam Sturf 1. Actually, this is his outlap, so we'll come back to him. We'll watch Crazy Crumpet as he almost completes a lap. gonna get as much out of the gears as he can, keeping it at 7th to make sure he's got a high enough speed instead of going into 8th. Smacks it into 8th, goes down a couple gears, goes into the final chicane, and I guess he wasn't improving. So, oh, he might have lost a bit of front wing there actually. He might have a little bit of repair time, which might alter his thoughts of going out as soon as he can. Something happened at sector 3. I'm just missing all of these yellow flags. So sorry, guys. Opik coming round the corner where you really want to get as much out of the gears as you can. Don't think he really has though, because like the RPM little bar on the steering wheel didn't even come up as he was in 8th gear, so maybe if he kept in 7th and then maybe just kept it in 7th and just bashed it around there, he might have got a better top speed. He locks up as he goes around to corner 1. Right, who did we say we were going to watch? We were going to watch Samster F1 as he goes through the first DRS zone as you go through a new lap. Oh, Spag and Chips has retired from qualifying, finishing his qualifying with a 1 minute 43.8, putting him 7th on the leaderboard. Here we see Sam still trying to get as much out of the track as he can. Absolutely hammering it around here. As he flies round corner 18, is it? Oh, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's 18 right there. Going up to the final chicane, which is corner 19 and 20. Absolutely hammers it through the gears here. Still got loads of ERS to use, but you can't unfortunately use it. Puts him into 2nd place with a 1 minute 42.3. Still not enough to catch up to Scuderia Seb with the Mercedes and a 1 minute 41.9. He is only 4 tenths off, so I don't know whether he'll try and beat it this lap by getting as much out of his gears as he can and his tyres, obviously. Ooh, Woolstrabert will just make it over the line to put in a final lap in qualifying with 0 minutes and 0 seconds to go. Just made it over in time. A lot of people have got a little bit of time to play with here though. Some people already were on their laps. A lot of people just stopping their laps and retiring. Friends is probably going to improve, coming round corner 18 here. And now going around corner 19 here. Going up to the final chicane. In gear 8. Maybe not maximizing his potential with the gears. Hammering his gears round here. Doesn't improve. Well, he does by 0.32 seconds. You know. Rumor, I think, isn't improving or anything. Drop J is there. Nipper is there. Opik might, yeah, Opik is still going for a really fast lap. Scuderia Seb is putting another fastest lap, knocking off 3 tenths of his last, or his best speed even. Which is insane. I would never be able to do a 1 minute 41. And Opik does improve. Did he? I'm sorry, I wasn't looking. Harry Blues is hit. No, Harry Blues is out. Ulstrabert, does he improve? No. He added 1.1 tenth onto it. A lot of people are just crashing out just to retire. Just so we can get onto the race quicker. Nicker? Will we see some donuts from Nicker right here? No. I think it was AI going around. I just wanted to see donuts for some reason. Yeah, that's definitely what they are. I think that, no, Nicker has still got to cross the finish line or wait his 40 seconds. Or just retire like that, which is an option as well. Seeing him drive. Oh, I got a comment. Hey, where's the squeaky voice? It's here. It's here. Okay? This is my squeaky voice. A lot of people on PlayStation set squeaky anyway. Right, so first is Scuderia Seb with a 1 minute 41.6. Samster F1 is second with a 1 minute 42.3 on a soft compound tyres. And Prince Killer is 1 minute 42.6 with the super softs in McLaren. Softs will win. Yeah, well, just. Where are you at? What have you got on? You've got mediums. Go hard or go home. Fair enough. Right. Now we wait. La 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 la. Waiting for players. La la la. Don't you just love the pits? Oh, it's just lovely. F3 have got rain as well, I believe. Quite funny. Both races have got a bit of rain in. Let me just check who is at the top of the driver standings right now in F1. Driver standings. Drop J is 1. Scuderia Seb is 2nd, so we might see a championship battle here. Well, not a championship, but they'll change leaders. Now we just watch on the formation lap. Hopefully nothing happens, but if it does, then it does. Can't really stop that, can we? Especially when we're just commentating over it. Right, let's just go through who is here. So first is Scuderia Seb. Second is Samster F1. Third is Prince Killer 1. 4 is Bruma. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that because yeah, Bruma. 5th is Drop G 518. 6th is Opic. 7 is Harry Blues. 8th is Nika 2012. Wolfstrabert is 9th. 10th is Spaghetti and Chips, which is an interesting spelling of it, but you know, 11th is FLH Crazy Comfort, and 12th is Chris Menina. Said I got another comment, but the comment didn't come up, so lovely. Right, now we just wait. It's just everyone warming up their tyres. We'll go watch Scuderia Seb warming up his tyres. Maybe almost losing it there as well, which would have been interesting. Samster maybe is potentially holding everyone up on the formation lap, because Scuderia Seb is a lot faster than him, or maybe it's just he is just warming up his tyres. Yep. He's just warming up his tyres. Right, we'll just go down everyone. Right. Spaghetti and Chips is 10th. He gave me a lot of motivation going into this bloody commentating thing, because I've never commentated before on anything. And I'm another squeaky voice, so, you know, lovely. Right, now we're just all lining up, ready to start the Grand Prix. Belgium Grand Prix, round 11, I believe it is. RLH, F1, round 11 in Belgium. Hopefully it is a clean race, but with a little bit of rain coming down during the second stint, according to Spag, it might not be. 5 red lights, and away we go with the Belgium Grand Prix. Scuderia Seb still is in front of everyone, with a great start coming from him. Samster is just behind him, maybe getting a bit of the slipstream. Prinz is a little bit further behind. A lot of people have gained places. Yeah, FLH Crazy Crumpet has got 4 places. Potentially there was a bit of lag at the start, because the lights did go out and there was not any moving for a bit. But the first 4 people in the leaderboard have not changed positions at all. So maybe it's just because of their good starts, or maybe that's just really, really fast. Yeah. We'll just watch this, because we'll just look at the back and see whether anyone's got damage. Because maybe there was a crash but we didn't see. From what I can see, no one has damage. Oh, Prinz, getting a bit of dirt off in the air there. Let's watch Scuderia as he goes to the 18th corner and the 19th, which is near enough the same corner. There is a 1 second gap between. Where's this the oh, it's not in the leader. There's a 1 second gap between Bruma and the leader. Okay, Scuderia Seb coming in to finish his first lap of the Grand Prix, which is a 1 minute 49, which is like 8 seconds off his qualifying pace. So I don't know whether people are just trying to preserve tyres or what they are actually trying to do. Oh, Harry Blues has pitted, so maybe he did get a bit of damage. Let's just see if he's changing his front wing. They are changing his front wing, so I'm guessing there was a crash but we didn't see, or maybe I'm just dumb and didn't see it. So I'm sorry for that, guys, if we did miss a crash. But I'm guessing it's a bit further back in the pack, because Drop J has dropped down 6 places, which would have put him in 5th, I believe. So potentially there was a crash in the midfield, but I'm not too sure. Chris is getting a bit close to Spaghetti Chips, actually, and you know. Oh, Scuderia Seb has just been overtaken by Samstar. I don't know whether he went too wide on that corner or what, but both Mercedes are 2nd and 3rd. Maybe they can pull off something like real Grand Prix, which is just a 2nd, 3rd. No, the 2nd and 1st. No, 2nd and 1st. 1st and 2nd. There we go. Jesus Christ. Where'd it go? Let's flick through everyone. Oh, there is a crash! Nika is maybe out of the Grand Prix. He is 11th. He did clip something. I don't know whether there's wing damage. There is probably wing damage there. Samster just put in a 1 minute 46 on the softs. Maybe that just shows. Oh, DRS is on. Drop J just completed a 1 minute 46 on the softs. 0.9. Yeah, Nika definitely has damage. Definitely. Right, Samster is just flying through here now. There is a 1.8 second difference between him, Scuderia Seb, and him. So that means no DRS, basically. Oh, he just got overtook on the inside by Bruma. Oh, I need a drink after this. Jesus, my throat. He just got overtook by Bruma on the inside. Bruma is now locking up, maybe because of the tension between him and his teammate. Oh, Bruma almost lost it on that corner. Maybe clipping the dirt a little bit. Prinz is just sneaking up behind them. just thinking about when he's going to pounce on them. Optic is a bit behind them, 2.5 seconds, maybe because of the Nicker crash, but you know. Not much going on, I don't think. It's other than the Nicker incident and what maybe happened at the start with Hairy Blues. I believe it has been a clean race. Let's just see who has had a stop. Yeah, so it is the final two people. Maybe they can actually like get some overtakes going when the other guys are going for their stops. Now, Samster's completed a lap. Let's just see what the fastest lap is. Drop J, who is 7th, has put in a 1:46.9. Oh, Samster has just lost it. Maybe a space for Bruma to overtake. Bruma has overtook. So has Scuderia Seb. Maybe even Prinz. I believe Samster has probably got wing damage from that. Maybe altering how much downforce he has and how easy it is to turn around corners. We'll just keep on these three at the moment because I feel like Samster has to pit, which will push everyone, almost everyone up, except from the final two maybe. So there will be a race at the back of the pack, like all the way at the back, 11th and 12th, potentially even 10th, because Samster might have to pit. I'm not too sure. We'll stay with him, see if he has to pit, but I'm pretty sure he has. It did look like he almost hit his wing at the first place, but I'm not entirely sure if he did. He has just gone on the dirt, so maybe he is losing a bit of downforce here. We'll see, because it doesn't really look like he's catching up on the corners. We'll see if he has to go onto pits. No, he doesn't. Maybe I was just being dumb. Or at least he hasn't went into the pits. FLH Crazy Crumpet has bumped Chris. Chris has nicked the DRS off him by overtaking him at the chicane. Chris is going up the inside on... No, Crazy Crumpet is going up the inside on him. Oh, there is a little train there, actually. So maybe Wolstrabert can just jump both of them. But it's probably not going to happen. Oh, Wolstrabert almost lost it there. Bruma has just been overtaken by Scuderia Seb as well. Hairy Blues has just put in a 1:46.7. I think it is going to be a Mercedes 1-2 if they can keep this up with the pit stops included. Maybe Nicker and Hairy Blues should have gone for the medium compound and just lasted for the whole of the race if they could. Let's just have a quick look and see. Tyre. Yeah, Spaghetti and Chips has gone for the medium, so maybe he'll go around until like 16 laps on those, maybe, if he can. Just to try and get the jump on everyone. Let's see it, Bruma. Bruma is 0.5 seconds behind the leader. Samster is 0.9. So Samster is definitely going to have DRS on Bruma. And all of them seem like they have sufficient... Samster has got a stop-go penalty for corner cutting or exceeding track limits. All of them have DRS except from Scuderia Seb. Wolstrabert has got an exceeding track. Wolstrabert is in the pits as well as Prinz. So they run the super soft, so maybe it's around time for the super soft runners to come into the pits. Oh, I'm sorry guys. Or just Bruma has got a 3-second penalty. Drive-through penalty. No, stop-go penalty maybe? I couldn't really read it. But yeah, Samster has overtook Bruma as well. Maybe he's been saving up his ERS just to go ham on the Mercedes. Because he did qualify first, and maybe he wants his position back. He is going to keep right on Scuderia Seb. Drop J is 3 seconds. 3.5 seconds behind Bruma. So it will be interesting after they have all pitted. Because I'm just going to take a guess that Scuderia Seb is going to be the... Wait, is it raining? It's raining, guys. I think it's going to be raining. So maybe they'll just push the Super Softs as hard as they can. And then just go on the intermediates. I think that's... Oh, maybe that's what Spaghetti and Chips did. Because he's on the mediums. He will last a lot longer than Super Softs. Oh, he just locked up though. Maybe he's struggling for grips though. Because of the rain. He will last a lot longer than the Super Softs. And he can just go into the pits after he's overtaken them all. After they've went on the intermediates. But we'll have to wait and see. Because Scuderia Seb is still in front. Samstar might be able to make an overtake on the next DRS zone. He is only on the softs though, because he could be struggling for grip. He's got enough ERS, he's got the DRS, and he's just easily made that overtake. Oh, but Scuderia Seb could... No, he's taken it. Okay, so we'll now look at position changes. Oh, Samster did not qualify first, my mistake. Did Scuderia Seb just let Bruma through? Or was that a... Maybe... Was that a offence because he undertook them off limits? But I'm not entirely sure. Optic is the only person who has held their position. He probably has some good defending, or Chris just can't catch up in this rain conditions. Yep, Chris has got a multiple warning offence, 3-second time penalty. I believe that's what Bruma has, so maybe Scuderia Seb and Bruma have been talking in a party, talking about penalties, and maybe Bruma just has to try and get ahead of Scuderia Seb. Just to try and keep his position. So Samster is going to be coming around the final chicane. It will be interesting to see who pits first. Because of these light rain conditions. I don't think it's time to go on intermediates yet. Maybe... Oh! Opic has just gone in for the intermediates, I guess. Well, it's not sure whether he has gone for the intermediates. Chris has followed him. Prince had a bit of exceeding limits there, but Nika is quite far behind people. Samster has a 3-second penalty as well. Quite interesting, actually. What was I trying to find? Right, let's try and find... Yeah, 2 people are now at intermediates. It'll be interesting to see if they can overtake the people in front, or if they just really can't and they just don't have enough speed yet. I think Prince just overtook Opic while he was in the pits. I'll keep those up for a second. Yeah, so I think Samster might be struggling for grip a bit in these light rain conditions, but no, he isn't. He can hold on. Maybe he's running a bit of downforce. Scuderia Seb is 5th, and he has just spun. He spun and he's trying to turn it, but he really can't. He might make the... Oh, he went ghosted. I thought that was going to be a crash there. Right, Samster is still in front though. It's surprising how he isn't struggling for grip, because he hasn't even had a stop and he's still on those softs. And he's still going out. Bruma, I think he's just going to go in when Samster goes in, because they're on the same tyres. Same laps. Drop J has went in for these intermediates, I'm guessing, the same as spaghetti and chips. It'll be interesting. They are going to do a double stack. Okay, okay. I thought it was going to be a more close there. Not bad. Right, sector 3. Oh, there have been one guy into the wall, which was Wolfstrabert. Scuderia Seb struggling for grip. Yeah, Wolfstrabert, I think, will have to go into the pits again. Maybe for front wing. I'm guessing front wing, because from where I looked. Yeah, so 2, 4, 6 people on intermediates now. 8 people are now on intermediates. Samster is still up front with a 1 minute 8.8. 1.8. No, 1 minute and 8/10 second gap. Wait, Drop J is 20 seconds behind them. I'm not too sure what the ideal pit stop is on here, on this map, on this track, but they potentially, if it's a really, really good pit stop, they might be able to get it even before Drop J just comes anywhere near the pits, because everyone else right now has got intermediates. They haven't, so maybe they aren't struggling for grip as much. And maybe they're just really good with wet conditions on dry tyres. It'll be interesting if they were, but... Yep, Samster is going into the pits, the same as Bruma. Drop J is now coming around the 18th corner, now the 19th one, coming up to the final chicane, as Samster and Bruma are now into the pits. Samster will still be ahead. Oh! Samster won't be ahead, because he had a stop-go penalty. So Drop J is ahead right now, but if Spaghetti is ahead of... Oh, this has just changed the whole race, I think. Samster's 3 second stop-go has just changed the whole of the lead. Bruma is now third, Spaghetti is now second, and then first is Drop J. Now, I'm just going on to the back of the pack now, because we haven't given them much time. Like, camera time. It's like Daniel Ricciardo from bloody actual Formula 1. But there's really not much going on. Scuderia Seb is trying to catch up with Harry Blues. He has dropped back 10 positions, and Spaghetti and Chips has made up 8. Was that 8 positions? 8 positions. So he did start 10th, and now he's 2nd. Jesus. He is doing his best to try and catch up with Drop J, but he can't put his foot down on the accelerator while going around the corner. He could risk losing traction and just spinning out and giving the position to Bruma. Bruma has saved up a lot of ERS though. Going flat out round these corners. Drop J has just completed his lap. On the intermediates, can we look at tyres? Yeah, so Bruma has only been on these tyres for 1 lap. Drop J has felt the conditions for an extra lap than him, so maybe he just knows the conditions a bit more and knows where he can put his foot down. Can you not see what the weather is in this? I think it's going to clear up. There is 12 laps left to go in this Belgium Grand Prix round 11 in Formula 1 Racing League Cup. It will be interesting to see if anyone spins out, crashes, penalties or anything. that Rumour is gaining on Spaghetti and Chips. Potentially going to be able to overtake him on the long straight in a bit. Just going to keep on these guys just to make sure and see if they do. I think Spaghetti has got more of a feel of the weather and knows where he can put his foot down a lot more than Brumer. Brumer is so close to him now. Let's see what the interval is. 0.3 seconds. I think Brumer's gonna do it, guys. Brumer might have to do it after the chicane. Oh, he has just lost so much time out of that corner. He's now regaining it by absolutely belting it down in gear 7. He did slow down a bit there, getting into gear 8. He might try and go up the inside of the chicane on him. No, he didn't. He didn't, because Spaghetti turned in a lot more faster. He might have the slipstream here though. The slipstream, not the DRS because it is raining, but definitely the slipstream, and he has made it into second place. Wait, Spaghetti might have a comeback to that though. No, he doesn't. It was a nice try for them guys to keep it going. Brumer has just gone very wide, but he has kept his position. Spaghetti right now, he might want to go and get the slipstream. No, he didn't. He didn't want to. There's a lot of rain on that camera, Jesus. Ooh, Spaghetti might be struggling for grip on his rear tyres. Samstar is behind them and has lost two positions, so he might be fighting to get those positions back from them and just stay second once and for all. There's 11 laps left of this race. There's a lot what can go on. Right, I'm just gonna leave it without commentary for just like 2 seconds while I get a drink, because I'm very thirsty and my throat's about to die. I am back. I don't think anything has changed, especially not the lead, because oh, sector 2 and sector 3, Prinz is out. What has he done? I'm not entirely sure what he has done there. Opic is looking up a lot going around that corner. Because of Prin's DNF, Nika has gained a place, I believe. So his level is with what he qualified for. Drop J is almost gained a 4-second lead on Brumer. I don't know whether that was because of his early pit stop or just his pure speed. I think it was his pit stop. If we just look at the back of the pack for a second, Wallström has got a clear air everywhere because he is 21.2 seconds behind Harry Blues' teammate. Scuderia Seb is catching up on Nicker though. He could go for an overtake. He is 0.4 seconds behind. If he has better traction going around these corners with a lot higher speed, he could potentially... Yeah, see? If he just kept that speed and maybe had a bit more traction there. He's going up the inside of the final chicane. He doesn't keep it though. Nicker just had a better control going around that chicane. We'll go look at the start. Bruma has got a 4-second gap between him and the leader, which will be hard to deal with these hard conditions, but jeez. I can't believe how Scuderia Seb will be feeling right now. He qualified first, had an unfortunate spin or crash. No, it is a spin. And now he is 9th. Can't believe how he feels there, but he is catching up to Nicker, which is a good thing. Now 7 people watching this. Hello everyone. They are just utterly drifting around those corners. Drop J coming round the final chicane. With Bruma 4.3 seconds behind him. Or her, I don't know. What gender? I'm not assuming genders in 2019, people. Right. Spag could be catching up to Bruma though. He is only 0.9 seconds behind. Now he's 1 second behind. Ooh, I thought Spaghetti and Chips almost lost it up there. If it wasn't raining and there was DRS there, he would have probably catched them so quickly. But there is none, unfortunately, because of this rain. Now, he did cut that a little bit. I'm not sure whether... No, he did not get a penalty for that. He might get a penalty if he keeps doing it, though. Let's look at the gaps here. There's not much going on, really. Like... There's not really anyone going after or going for an overtake right now. Nicker has went in for a pit stop. Huh? What has he gone and done that for? Where do I see the tyres? Nicker's done 3 stops. More than anyone else. I think he did just get new tyres though. But I think that was because... I think that was height, lol. Okay, lovely. Right, I think he did go into the pits simply because Wolfstrabert was so far behind him and he just had time. But Nicker, Wolfstrabert is probably almost going to get lapped. Like, if he keeps up his pace right now, he's probably going to get lapped. Harry Blues does have the fastest... Bruma is in the pits. Is this... Oh, he's going on to full wets. This is interesting. Does he really think it's ready for full wets? Or... Antius was given up a position to Samster, I believe. I don't know whether it is ready for full wets though. I think it is actually. He is gaining so much time on Samster. I don't know whether it's just a straight. But he is gaining so much time here. I think it was just a straight, but he did gain so much time. Hairy Blues has overtaken. I almost said overtaken. Overtaken. Oh, yeah, I guess it is time for full wets. Bruma might emerge quickest. Not quickest, but on top of everyone else. Because between him and the leader, there's only 22 seconds. I believe it takes more than 22 seconds to go and get your pit stop at this particular track. So Bruma might emerge on top of everybody. It might come home with an easy victory. Not too sure though, because everyone would be thinking about pitting right now because the weather is very bad. Drop J is going into the pits. Spaghetti and Chips is going into the pits as well. Is Samster, or is he going to try and go out for one more? No, Samster is going into the pits. Bruma is just going to come through and absolutely demolish them. In fact, Drop J is now coming out though. I think Drop J's just gone and done it. Drop J has just done that without getting overtaken. That is insane. Bruma is only 5 seconds. No, 4 seconds apart from him though. So he does have the possibility. And he probably has warmer tyres than Drop J, and he might get more traction. Spaghetti is 2 seconds away from Bruma. Nika is still out on the intermediates, going in for a pit stop. He is going to have a very, very late pit stop though. Let me just check something. Okay. Drop J is still leading this race. He has led most of the laps in this race, which is absolutely insane. Bruma is 4 seconds behind him. He has made up a lot of time just round that one corner alone. Jesus. Yeah, now he's losing time again. If he can hammer it down this straight, well, not the straight, but you know, hammer it down there. Maybe Spaghetti can even make a jump on Bruma. Not entirely sure in these conditions though. I think most things might just stay the way it is. If I just look at, yeah, just look on the gaps on the left hand side. Like, people aren't really that close to each other. The only thing is, there's not much action at the moment. I thought the pit stops were going to make a lot more action go on, but right now we'll just watch Drop J for a lap. As Bruma is catching up a lot, actually. Spaghetti, I think, has gained a little bit on Bruma. Now he's not though, he kind of dropped back a little bit. I don't think much is going to change in this race right now. Like, the timing is just, people aren't getting close enough to each other. And in these conditions, you can't really make up that much time. So I think first, second and third are just going to stay the same. Unless they make a miracle happen and Drop J loses traction, or someone else on the track just loses traction completely, tries to get back on track and makes a massive collision. So I only guess, but we'll go on to Scuderia Seb as we see him try and catch up to FLH Crazy Crumpet. not much really going on. Spaghetti and Chips, I think, has gained a bit of time every lap trying to catch up on Boomer. But I think that, I mean, there's only 4 laps left to go, I believe. 3 laps left to go. And everyone, except from Wolfsburg, is going to get points. There will only 12 people participate in this race. And everyone, except from Wolfsburg and Prinz, because he DNF'd. Not entirely sure what happened with him. Sector 1, yellow flag. Was this off it? Not sure if he spun out on the first corner. But yeah, not much is going to change right now. Like, Spaghetti and Chips is slowly catching up to Rumour, but I don't think he has enough laps to try and do it. Scuderia Seb is catching up to Crazy Crumpet though. It's very noticeable. I wonder how many setups these people are using which are dry setups and didn't think it was going to rain. There has to be a couple. And there's just not much really happening. Like, Chris has just got a 3-second time penalty. Actually, I've just thought about this. Spaghetti Chips. I think earlier Bruma did get a 3-second time penalty. So if Spaghetti Chips can at least stay within 3 seconds of Bruma or lower, he will become second place. That might have just changed things actually. I forgot about that. No one has lost it up there yet, I don't think. Maybe a couple people in qualifying. But I think that was just to retire so they could finish qualifying. Drop J, I think, is going to be the race winner, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Because he could just make a silly mistake. Just gonna go down the leaderboards. Drop J number one. Drop J is first. Rumour is second. Spaghetti Chips is third. Samstar is fourth. Fifth is Ophic. Sixth is Chris. Menir. That's what I guess. Seventh is Crazy Crumpet. Eighth is Scuderia Seb. Scuderia Seb just got retired. Because of the lags that Crazy Crumpet has produced with his connection. Oh my god. Scuderia Seb is going to be a DNF. Sector 1 and 2, yellow flags, which means no overtaking. I can't believe we just spectated that as that happened. Ooh, Nika is 9th now. As long as Wolfsburg can overtake Scuderia Seb, he is going to be in the points. He is now in the points. Everyone within this race right now are in the points. Wolfsburg is a lot slower than the person in first though, because the person in first, I think, is almost going to lap him. Like, if there were like 10 more laps, he would definitely be lapped, but he isn't going to, because there is only 2 more laps to go within this race. Spaghetti Chips has to really time this right and try and get within 3 seconds of Bruma. If not, he will not become second with his 3-second penalty. I believe it is a 3-second time penalty and not a stop go, but I'm not 100% sure. Not much really to say anymore. Scuderia Seb left the session. That, when he was qualifying it, Nick is off the track. Wolfsburg has a chance. No, he doesn't. He had a chance to try and catch up there, but there's only a 4-second time difference between them, though. He might have a chance because Nicker's tyres might not be as good right now. See, as long as Spaghetti and Chips can keep that 2 seconds difference, he, I think, will become second, and then Brumer will be third, from what I know. Oh, I thought you just went off track. Spaghetti and Chips has lost a bit of time. So he might not actually get second with Brumer's 3-second time penalty. Washabat is catching up to Nicker though. He is catching up, but I don't think he's going to make it. This is the final lap of the race, at least for the first person in first. I think these guys might be a lap down from them, but yeah. Oh wait, Spaghetti and Chips have just made up a load of time. Maybe even getting into the second place because of Brumer's 3 seconds time penalty. I believe what he has. Maybe that was another person I was looking at, but I'm pretty sure he has got a time penalty. As Drop J comes round the 19th corner, heading up to the chicane, it will be his victory at the Belgium Grand Prix, round 11 of Racing League's Hub Formula 1 team. And he has indeed won it. Brumer shortly comes round the chicane, winning it, coming second even. Spag and Chips has just got third. No, he did get second because of that time penalty. Samston now coming round the chicane, ready to get fourth. Cool, that drift, Jesus, that was nice. Off it, coming around the 19th corner. Coming up to the chicane. And then going to get fifth. Going around the final corner. Absolutely mashes gears. Boom. He is sixth. Crazy Crumpet, the person whose lag crashed out Scuderia Seb, is now... Oh! He is just crashed out! He just DNF'd. Crazy Crumpet just DNF'd while trying to... Oh my god. That's mad. Nicker is now coming around the 18th corner, then to the 19th, with Wolstrabert right on his tail, potentially diving up the inside on the final chicane. Nicker defending it on the inside. Wolstrabert looking up. Wolstrabert trying to go up the inside. Wolstrabert is up the inside. Maybe doesn't have an... Wolstrabert had enough traction to get 8th, 9th. 8th. Jesus Christ. That was an insane last lap. Alright, so I'll run down the leaderboard just before I go. Drop J is first, Spaghetti and Chips second, thankfully, because of Bruma's 3-second penalty. Samster fourth, Opic fifth, Chris Menina, Menir, that's how I finally pronounced it, is sixth. Harry Blues didn't go off a place or lose a place. He stayed seventh at the end. Wilshaber is eighth. Nika is ninth. 10th is Crazy Crumpet. Scuderia Seb is 11th. And Prinz is 12th. The last three, who I did read out, did not at all finish the race.